Skylar, welcome to day Davis.
I want your love, love, love. You drink my rose, rose, rose. I want your love.
You running out the door early today, huh, Mama? Wait for me, wait for me. Where are you going? Isn't it chilly? Look how she walking to go get Bubba. Y'all getting in the car? Not screaming this morning? Thank you. Aw, Freddie's such a good big brother. He's helping Sky get in the seat. Thank you, Fred. I forgot today was garbage day. I see everybody has their garbages out. I'm gonna go open the garage in just a minute and where's my clicker?
Click, 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 click.
I gotta open the garage and get the garbage out. Florida's so bipolar. I'm like, y'all cold? No. Then get outside. We know. It's not really even that cold. I think the lows today are 70. It's garbage. You taking the bus today. I'm not taking you to school. Okay? Alright.
Hi, my teeth are about to come out. See?
Ew, Freddie got a wiggly tooth. It's like when one falls, they all fall. You ready to go? Alright, you can go meet with your friends. You don't have to stay here with us if you don't want to. Have a wonderful day at school today.
Okay. The bus is gonna be here soon anyway.
Yeah.
7:31. Bye-bye.
Bye. Sky saying bye-bye. Skylar can't wait for the day that she get to go on the school bus. Ooh. I don't know if the school ready for Sky yet. But today is a really special day. I'm gonna get ready to drop off Skylar soon too, and then come back to the house and get changed up because I have a meeting at Freddie's school in like 3 hours, 3-4 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the kids off where they need to be, then come back, get ready, and I have a few projects that I need to work on. But the reason for this meeting though is because I don't know if you guys remember or if I told you, one of the two. Last year I had a meeting at Freddie's school where his teacher called us in because they were selecting Freddie to be tested for the gifted program, which was really cool, you know, because it wasn't something that we decided to do for him. It was something that the teachers saw in him, and you know, she was like, you know, your child is very special. We think that, you know, there's a possibility he may be gifted, and we want to test him to see. So the process for gifted, I don't know how it is at your kid's school, but the process at Freddie's school is very long. He was selected last year to be tested, and then he was tested sometime this year, but they don't tell the kids or the parents when they're going to be tested because they don't want to put too much pressure on the kids. So they don't tell any of us. It's very spontaneous. And he was tested, didn't even know he was tested. We didn't know he was tested, and I guess, you know, the test is done, it's complete, because I got a phone call last week, like right before the holiday, stating that they wanted me to come to the school for a meeting with the guidance counselors and the staff and the second grade teachers to discuss, you know, his results. And I was just like, oh wow, okay, today is the day. So that is what I'm going to be doing later, going to the school to see if Freddie is gifted or not. To be honest though, either way, I'm okay with it. You know, if he is gifted, that would be amazing. But even if he's not, but even if he tested and it shows that he wasn't gifted or anything like that, I'm still okay with it. Just the thought that he was even selected to be tested was enough for me. So we are going to see what those results are. Right now I'm getting ready to go drop off my Sky. I was waiting for all these cars to pass because I'm still at the bus loop for little Freddie. But his bus just came. So we are going to get ready and go ahead guys. get ready and drop Sky off to Mara's house, and then I'm gonna get home and get dressed and ready to go. All the parents are kind of like looking at me because I have my camera and I'm vlogging. Oh, it's so weird at times to vlog in public. I usually don't get embarrassed. In the beginning I did, but like at this stage, I mean, come on, we 2-year vets in this thing. All right guys, so I finished my project. It was basically pretty much just me working on a video for the other channel, which should be up, by the way, by the time this is out. But anyways, I am here at Little Freddie's school, getting ready to go in and find out the test results. I don't know why I'm nervous, like this is my test, but I just before I even go in and get the test results and any of that stuff, I just want you to know, Little Freddie, because I know you be watching the videos, him and Skylar like to watch the intros with him talking about Skylar, welcome to that. They like to watch that. But Little Freddie, if you're watching, I just want you to know that mommy and daddy love you regardless of the outcomes of this test result. I don't want you to think that this test is the determining factor of how valued you are or how special you are. I want you to know, without that test, you are still special, you are still amazing, and you are beautifully and wonderfully created, and you are the best big brother a Sky could ever ask for. So regardless of the outcome of this, know that you are already gifted in my eyes, and I love you, and Dada loves you, and we are going to go see what these people say. But regardless of what they say, you know you are a star in my eyes. Okay, my love? Got my water. So I don't know how long we are going to be in here for. I'm a few minutes early, so we will see. We will see. All right, y'all. So I will see you when I get out with the test results. So I just got out of the meeting. I don't know, y'all, why I was so nervous when I was in there. Like, seriously, when I walked in, they had like this long conference like table. There were like these people sitting on either side, and then the one lady at the front of the table, like I forgot what they call this position thing or whatever, but it's like how they set up for like interview rooms. And then they had all this candy on the table. I'm like, why they got some, like they decorated the table. It was so cute. But anyways, I have the test results here in my hands. I want to tell them to you guys, but first let me call Big Freddie because I want him to hear the results, and we all hear the results at the same time, minus the fact that I already know them. So put you guys here so I can read the notes.
Yeah.
I was about to say, what are you doing? It takes us forever to answer the phone.
Yeah, one time.
Oh, really? It rang several times on this end. Okay, so I have your son's test scores, and they did like a little analysis type thing for him. Like they scored him or tested him in everything from reading to verbal to math and a whole lot of stuff. And they wrote like the criteria and all that stuff like that. And your son scored like above average, like way above average, and like the verbal stuff.
You had me nervous for a second.
Huh? I got you nervous?
Yeah, you were taking too long. I was like, man, get to the point, man.
I didn't finish. I didn't tell you his test results. So he scored really high in a lot of areas. However, in his math, he did not score above average. He scored average. The bottom line score, because they do everything, like they even took his teacher's evaluation in from last year. Basically what they said was the overall criteria was that he had to score a 30 in a cumulative of all the areas. So they test you in each area, they give you points for each area. But because he scored average in his math, that boy was 1 point away from being gifted. You need a 30 to be considered gifted. Your son got a 29.5. I was like, are you serious? I was like, let me see. So they did the breakdown of all the scores. And his math, because he scored average in his math, he scored above average in everything else. Like they had 6 different where's the paperwork? They had 6 different breakdowns of what it is. Like, they had verbal, which is word definition, verbal similarities, non-verbal reasoning, which was the matrix, the math stuff, and then this thing called spatial, which is recall of designs and pattern construction. He scored high in everything, like way above average in everything except for his math. In his math, he scored average, and that's why he missed it. So she recommends that he be tested again next year, because of the fact that I asked her when they did the testing for the math. I said, can you explain to me the math that you tested him on? Because I said, I want to know, is it core math that you're testing them on, or is it regular math? And she said, oh, we test them on regular math. And I just straight up shook my head. And she was just like, she was like, what's wrong? And I said, in his class, they're teaching them core math. And with the criteria of core math, you know, they take away the basic math skills. You can't use your fingers. You can't use the sticks. You have to use circles and squares and dots and triangles and all this stupid stuff in a box, out of box. I said, and at the time when you tested him, that's what they were teaching him. So when you were doing the math with him, because she said, oh, you know, I did have to explain to him that he could use his fingers because he was basically taking this test trying to do core math to answer the problems. But they don't know core math in the gifted program. They don't teach that. They don't recognize that. So when he was doing that, she was trying to understand why he was doing that, because she even said it in her notes that she had to encourage him to use objects and encourage him to use, you know, his fingers and different variations of ways to get the answer. And she was like, he kind of didn't really do that. And I told her, I said, you know, I literally not too long ago had a meeting with his teacher about core math, because I hate it. I hate it. The way they're teaching the kids to do math is stupid. And they're saying the way they're teaching them, or the formula that they're using to teach them, is to enhance cognitive thinking. But if you can't use that, first of all, back it up. If that's not being used in a gifted program, then how important is it? like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just told me that you don't even test core math and gifted, but you're teaching it to all the second graders. And in the math test, you're telling them to go back to basic skills, showing with hands and counting with objects. So when I found out his math test, he was 1 point away from being in it because of math. I told they made sure they put that in the exclamation, like in not explanation, but in the discussion notes, that you know, even though he tested above average in all criterias, he's well above and beyond grade level in all other areas. The parents showed concern that with the math, there's concern with math and the way that it is being taught at this time in the classroom. And the team reviewed the gifted checklist for the matrix. And even though he is not eligible for gifted, the team explained to the parent that they would like to revisit this test again if they can. So I went ahead and I told them I'll go ahead, I'll do the paperwork again for him to be tested within a year, because they say they do it like once a year. So next year he will be tested again because they want to revisit the math. But overall, Freddie, you did amazing, boy. Like, you tested, like, when I say above, they mean above. Like, the average was scores of 85 to 109. Your son scored 128. Like, I was like, what? I was like, that's amazing.
They gave you copies of everything?
Yes, they gave me copies of everything, so you can see all of it. So I'm getting ready to.
You in the car?
Yeah, I'm in the car now. I'm recording.
Okay, he in the car?
No, he's in class.
Oh.
But yeah, so she wrote out everything that I'm saying, like in details of what his scores was, how they compared to the peers and all that. But anyways, I'm getting ready. I'm gonna go back home first. I gotta go by the bank because I gotta get a new debit card. Y'all, the freaking machine ate my debit card up the other day. Like, where do these chances? I put my debit card in and the whole thing got swallowed up. So now I gotta go to the bank and get a new debit card. And then I need to run back to the house. I left my phone charger at the house, so I gotta run back to the house, and then I'm gonna go to work. So I'll see you in a little bit, babe.
Yeah.